Boas pessoal, bem-vindos de volta a mais um episódio de Let's Play Final Fantasy XVI, aqui com o vosso Aniquil. Vamos voltar para o esconderijo, pessoal, é o que ficava a fazer. Ok, é. Continuar com a história. Já temos o nosso Chocobo. Ora. Reserva.
Where's Gav?
Olha com...
Gav should be back by now.
Então, nós vamos aqui.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Yeah. Muito.
On autumn's breath, ill tidings born, an erstwhile home in twain are torn. Now in his path fell shades abide, pray let them not impede his stride.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
Yep.
They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
Yep.
There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Várias caçadas. Yep. Menos recursos escondidos estão disponíveis. Curso relatório dos aliados. Pago de caçada.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Calma.
And what can I do for you? Watch yourself
Uh.
out there.
Cutscene.
Those men didn't hurt Martha, did they? Think it's all right to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
E tu? O que é que nos tem para dar?
What do you want?
Nada. Realmente acho que não vale a pena ir muito daqui. Next. O que é fácil, Gil?
Your uncle always seemed a kindly soul, if a little eccentric.
If you're worried about our supplies, we've plenty. Karen's seen to that. Though we're always one missed shipment away from disaster.
Eu acho que já disseste isto a última vez.
As ragged as goat's locks.
Ah, bem, o que é que tu tens para nos dizer aqui, Vivian?
And how may I assist you today?
O que é que tu tens?
Allow me to educate you.
Of course.
E? Companheiros de viagem. A caçada.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Ah, já tá, Cacá, ok.
Very good.
Sei você, cupô. Eu te procurei por toda a
What's the matter,
parte.
Nectar?
Isto é o que houve,
The
cupô.
hunt board.
Hora de
It's where the
caçadas.
curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Claro que não, cupô. Disso eu já sabia. E é por isso que preciso de ajuda. Eu preciso lembrar a você, cupô, que eu sou o mais poderoso dos muros. A falar rápido.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Ei, nice. Já fizemos uma. Deixa eu olhar ver se tem algo. Boatos de monstros aterrorizam o campo são divulgados no arco de caçadas. Na esperança que algum herói valente como Clive se prontifique a caçar e matar essas ameaças notórias. Este já está. A morte. Aí vai aparecer conforme o mapa, ok.
Without
Otak.
a ship to carry you there, Drake's breath might as well be on the moon.
Daisy.
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's
Daisy B.
Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sim.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Conclui missões secundárias, aumenta o renome de Clive, inspirando benfeitores anónimos, continua gêmeos a fazendo doações de dinheiro ou itens para a causa dele. Falo com o Desiree no benfeitor no refeitório de escondido para ver o nível do renome atual e aceitar as doações.
You earned this. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Já bom?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. You think you can help?
Não tem nada. Oh, missão secundária ali. Espera aí.
That room's as ragged as...
É que eu... Au. Será que dá por aqui?
I hear there's trouble,
É só botânico outra vez. Yep.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
O que se passa?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she, well,
Morreu myself.
and now the fruit's finally ready
Um
to
ataque.
eat. And not only is
Foi
it
uma
ready, it's
escassez.
actually
Um
tasty.
breu.
Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
No problem. Bora.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Ei. Eu não me deixei a hora nenhum. Tá bem, tá bem. Depois faço isto. Sendo assim, ora, neste do canto do Falcão, destas montanhas verdes é possível ver parte do castelo Rosalith e tudo que há pelo caminho. area meridional.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Okay.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Linhagens.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Okay. Ok. Vamos então aqui. Meio, né? A aldeia de Amber.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
O que se passa?
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Soldados negros. Yep.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Huh.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right. I heard you the first time.
O que é que eles estão aqui a fazer? Ei, deixa eu ver o que é que tu tens.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price.
Não. Aumenta a bateria de geração de transcendência 6. Eu não tenho a posição toda. Toda. Aí.
There you are.
Já tenho.
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Bem, vamos começar por aqui então.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Ah, ok. Tu só estás preocupado.
There's a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy?
Aqui, tem mais alguma coisa? Coisa do peito. Peito da vila, ok.
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Deixa eu ver mais.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
Huh. Eu vou buscar aqui. É com um item para o outro lado. Ok. Já não o vejo. Jovem.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Firebrands.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
Yeah, that's it.
No. But we need to find out.
Mas é que deve ser mesmo. Tens alguma coisa aí? Ixi.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Yeah.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Bora então. Ok.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Dolor caído. Aí então.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Yep. Pensar mais alguma. Vai voltar aqui. Ok. Feito. Vamos ver o que é que temos por aqui antes de continuarmos. Olha, 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 olha. Aí. Tava ali um feiticeiro e eu não reparei. Claro. Este. Oh, estes. Ok. Vamos ver se mata já. Quase. Feito. É o que? Ah, ok. Show. Já não lembrava. Pode ser por aqui. Mais um destes. 2. Nice. Vamos esconder esse. E nice. Vamos da chave. Ia dar mais, né? Já não joga há um bocadinho, então mesmo enferrujar neste. Aí. Ups! Bem, ao menos é mesmo por aqui. Oh. Bye bye.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
Que se passa? Oh, é só
You were
este.
told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Vai então.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Eita, e agora? Toma lá. Golpe mortal. Inimigos derrotados.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift.
Eh.
Who are you looking for?
message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps.
Acampamento.
They await you in Ordil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Ok. O que é que se passa então? Antes disso, fazer aqui uma. Aqui. Tava. Oh, up.
Find something, boy. Death.
Mataram tudo. Outra vez.
Found her.
Ei.
This was my mother's doing.
Não podes fugir ao passado. Tens que confrontar, Clive.
Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
É. Os que apenas têm fogo.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
É, não tem nada aqui.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
A gente vai tentar na mesma. É. Ok. Sei onde é que estou. Aqui nesse gate. Ok. Pessoal, acho que é aqui nesse episódio. Espero que tenham gostado. E no próximo vamos jogar-nos em Rosalith, ou pelo menos espero que consigamos. Por isso, não percam o próximo episódio. E a gente vê-se na próxima. E eu sou o Aniquil e fui!